Hey there, it's Carrie Rhodes here with another paper crafting video. Today I am making a reversible doorknob hanger. I'm using some dies from Trinity Stamps to create this doorknob hanger, but that's not the original use for this die set. This is the bottle gift tag die set to make a gift tag to go on top of a bottle, like a wine bottle or champagne bottle. But when I saw it, I thought, oh, this looks like a doorknob hanger. There are coordinating word dies to go with this that also have shadows that are very cool. But I'm going to use just this part of the die set. I'm die cutting one from lightweight chipboard and two from black cardstock. I can die cut this from 8.5 by 11 cardstock perfectly by butting the bottom of the die up against the edge of the paper. So you can see I have my two black tags and my one chipboard piece. For the black tags, I'm going to tape them to the back of this Snowfall stencil set. You can layer these stencils up, but since I'm making two tags, I decided to use one stencil on one tag and the other stencil on the other tag. I am using Snowfall grit paste. This is one of those seasonal products released by Tim Holtz that when sold out, they are gone. So maybe you have this, or maybe you have something similar that you would like to use, maybe something with glitter or shimmer, any kind of paste that you have on hand you could use for this right here. I found pouncing on this grit paste to work the best so that I had a thick layer of it and it wasn't too translucent. So there we go. We're going to set those aside to dry and bring out the Stuck Santa die set, one of my current faves, and die cut this chimney from watercolor cardstock. I am using Fired Brick Distress Oxide, smooshing it onto my glass mat, wetting it with some water, and then just brushing it right onto this chimney shape right here. And that's going to be my first layer of some ink layering to create some interest on this piece. So once that is all painted, I'm going to dry it with my heat tool just to speed up the process. And I have quite a bit of ink still left on my surface, so I decided why not add a little more and layer that up with the same color, give it a little bit of interest, and dry that as well as pick up some of the larger areas of wetness with my paper towel. I have some Distress Oxide sprays that I'm going to add. This is Rusty Hinge. Love it. Adding a few sprays of that. It's going to dry back a lot lighter than it is, but it's giving me a lot of variation there. I also have this darker red color I'm spraying on. I totally forgot the name of it just now, but it is adding a little bit darker splatter to it, and I love it. So once that was dry, I'm bringing in a white colored pencil and adding the grout texture detailing back in. And I love this because it's not going to be super stark white. It's also not going to re-wet the distress ink that's down there. So it's going to be the perfect thing for me. I loved it to add grout to my chimney. And there it is. I think it's looking really good. Loving it. Okay, let's set that aside and die cut the pieces to create Santa. I'm using some red cardstock for his coat and his pants, some white cardstock for the trimmings on his coat and pants, black for his shoes and belt, and gold cardstock for the buckle. Then for the snow, there's a piece that goes on the ground, or the roof, I guess, and a piece that adds snow to the top of the chimney. I die cut those from watercolor cardstock so I could add some more grit paste to them, and it was going to be heavy enough to do that. Now I'm adding all of those die cut pieces to build up his jacket. Now the belt seems rather low on the coat, but that's because of where it's going to be placed behind the chimney. So I don't mind that it's close together like that, but play with it on your project and see where it looks best for you. I'm adding some shadowing to the jacket and pants with my R59, and yes, this would have been so much easier to do before you glue down all the things. But, you know, sometimes that's not how the ideas come to you, so you just got to roll with it. It's a little scary because you could get the red where you don't want it, but you know, I just decided to go for it. I love the look that this gave. This is going to be kind of in a night sky, so it should be darkened and shadowed, so I love how it turned out. I'm gluing the pants to the boots just like that, and adding the little trim to the bottom of his pants. It adds such a nice detail. Also, one of these pieces could be that little crease on his pants. I just colored that in with my darkest Copic marker to add a little shadow there. And then we're adding these all together, but I want to lay them out where they're going to go so I can get good placement rather than just glue everything together on my desktop. So you can see the Santa suit goes pretty far down the chimney, and when I attach his legs, I put them a little askew to give it a little bit of a look of whimsy. And then I'm figuring out where I want the snow to go, and so I'll add that on so it's going to line up with the bottom of my tag and everything's going to be on there and all of that. And then the last thing is the snow across the top of the chimney. Now I want to add to this some of that Snowfall grit paste, so I am making sure to put plenty of foam squares behind this. I like to use an obscene amount, I really do. So if that bothers you, you should, look away. Yeah. All right, I just trimmed off the excess on that snow at the bottom, and now I have a really sturdy piece to hold up to the extras I'm going to add to this. But first, let's glue this to that lightweight chipboard, which was a cover of like a little journal that fell apart, so I saved it for projects such as this. I'm going to make a snip right here in the side of my doorknob hanger because I feel like that's how doorknob hangers are, and that works good if you have a bigger doorknob. And we're going to save all the grit paste and other things we're going to add to the Santa side for once we have the snowman side done. So this is the Slimline Snowman die set. I don't know why, but these two die sets make me so happy. I love that I can build this snowman, and there's a lot of different options, different sizes of circles, 2 different mouths, 2 different sizes of carrots. There's a hat, there's a scarf, there's different arms, so you really can have fun and make even a couple different snowmen for this, and just build it and have lots of fun, and you're not even going to get cold, right? So I'll add on the coal buttons and his cute, I like the folded arms, the little bent arms, like he's holding his belly. I think it's so darling. So there's my little snowman with his hat, and I stuck him in that snow die cut that's from the Stuck Santa. So he has a little ground to stand on too. So I'm putting this on. I had to put it a little crooked so his hat didn't hang off the tag. I didn't want to see the back of the hat from the Santa side of this tag. So I have this little wonky corner, but I'm going to fill that up with grit paste, so it's going to be fine. For shadowing on my snowman, yeah, this is a snowman, I'm using some gray markers in C2 and C0, and I even bring in my C00 to kind of soften out the lines, but I like adding the shadow around all the little pieces on this snowman, and it kind of helps bring it to life. You got to add these little extra details for that. So there he is. Next, I wanted to add some white gel pen highlights to the coal, the carrot, his mouth, and his buttons. I really like that bit of added shine on there. It really, one of those little details that helps bring him to life. I even added it to the hat, even though in the end, that hat is going to be covered up with something. I'm going to add a lot of texture, or a lot more texture, to these tags. So you stay tuned to the end because, oh wow, these are really going to be special. All right, I need to snip this again. So the snowman side has a snip in it. And now it's time to add all the goodies. So back in with the Snowfall grit paste, I am going to add it to the snow on the top of the chimney as well as the roof part. And I'm just using a little palette knife. It does have that like pointed tip, which really helps me get into the smaller areas and move it away where I need to move it away. So this tool worked perfect for me, and I thought it was so fun to do. But if this is not your thing, you should stick with what you love to do. And maybe it's time to challenge yourself and try something new and find out that you do love it. I don't know. But here's my thing. I love adding all the extras. I love creating my own background. So doing these extras on here just brings me so much joy. So there it is with the Snowfall grit paste, but we should add some more snow, don't you think? Yeah. We have the large drops of snow or flakes of snow from that stencil, and now we need the smaller snow that appears more far away. Plus, if it's snowing, there would be snow in front of Santa too. So I used white acrylic paint mixed with a tiny bit of water and just splattered that all over. I love splatter. And this being mixed with water is going to dry back a lot lighter. So I don't mind going a little heavy-handed with my splatter. Then for his boots, they kind of get lost in that background. So I'm adding some glaze to them, and that's going to make them really shiny and help them stand out from that background. But while that glaze is drying, I'm going to use my graham cracker alphabet because it's like the cutest thing ever. And I'm going to die cut out some letters to add to this tag. So this tag / doorknob hanger is going to hang on the door to my den, which is where we kind of have designated to be the wrapping station for Christmas. So if you're in there wrapping gifts, you could hang this on the door and it says no peeking, and then people would know not to come in. Now, my kids are teenagers, 13 and 16. Yes, you can say a prayer for me. And so they're going to respect this sign. You know, maybe littler kids might have a harder time and want to come in, but that's why doors have locks. But this is just fun, right? To have this hanging on your door and kind of giving that clue like, oh, it's Christmas time. Exciting things are happening, and build up that anticipation. So it says no peeking, and I kind of had a big gap between the no and the peeking. It was bothering me, so I decided to find a little something to stick in there. You'll see that in a minute. But I wanted to use this brand new to me product from Pink and Main. This is the Cottontail Flocking. So I'm just putting glue along Santa's trimmings on his coat, and then I'm going to sprinkle on this white flocking. Look at how delicious this is. It's so yummy. Plus, I have to say, my work with the glue, tracing those areas, really made me want to try my hand at frosting sugar cookies, like those amazing sugar cookies you see, but it probably wouldn't go as well. Anyhow, this is the Cozy Christmas set. It had a little candy cane that was perfect for my gap in my tag, and I'm just going to let that dry, and when it's dry, it's time to add all the fun things to my snowman. So I am adding glue to the top of the hat because, yes, I have black flock. Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving the flock. I'm having so much fun putting it on all the things. This is my first time just like gluing an area and trying it out. Maybe some double stick adhesive would work better, because let me show you what happens right here with the black. It's like the glue absorbed it or something. So once I'd put that on the brim, also, I decided to add a second layer and kind of press it down with the back of my little measuring spoon there. And the white came through again, but I decided let it dry and it'll be okay. And it totally was. Now for the brim of the hat, I am bringing in a different flocking. This one is red. It's called Santa's hat. Red with glitter. Flocking with glitter. So I'm going to put that on the brim of the hat. Now, in hindsight, I probably should have done the red first because of the glitter, and then the black. I did get a little glitter that kind of stayed on the black part, but once everything was dry, I was able to brush some of it away. So I have been working on this tag forever because of so many things that have to dry. Put it on, let it dry, come back to the next part. So while the hat's drying, I got brave and decided to do my Snowfall grit paste at the bottom. And remember, I had that wonky little gap? I was able to fill that in with the grit paste, and no one will know. It'll be our secret. Okay, good. Now I'm adding glaze to his eyes, his carrot nose, and his buttons, and that's really going to make them shine. And plus I have the little highlight there with the gel pen. It's so cute. Then to finish it off, well, no, not quite finish it off, but I'm adding that white splatter again for the snow, and I love how it splatters on top of the flock on his hat. It's really cute. So we're going to let that dry and die cut out the letters to say, let it snow. So then when you are not wrapping presents, you can flip this over and just have a really cute doorknob hanger that's festive for the holidays. I am adding some snowflakes. These are clay embellishments from Trinity in between my letters on this side because I have the candy cane on the other side. So why not add these snowflakes there? And that finishes off the back side of the tag. I love this doorknob hanger so much. I already have it hanging on the door for our den, and going to use that very soon to start wrapping. I have one thing wrapped, but yeah, it's time to get cracking on the wrapping. So there is my doorknob hanger that is supposed to be a bottle tag, which that you could totally use this as a bottle tag. Just change out the saying and have a, you know, a festive Christmas tag there on your bottle of wine that you gift at the holidays. I think that's perfect. But I want to say thank you so much for stopping by and letting me share this project with you. And I will be back again soon with more videos. So if you're new here, feel free to subscribe. And if you're interested in the supplies I used, I have them listed and linked for you in the description box below. And I'll see you very soon on the next video. Happy stamping! Bye!